Women are gonna test you. You cannot escape it. It's how they filter out the weak and indecisive from the strong and capable. The problem is a lot of the time, men don't even know they're being tested. So I'm gonna help you guys out today. Here's 8 ways women test men and how to pass them every single time. Number 1, the confidence test. One of the first things a woman will test is your confidence. She might make a passive aggressive comment, question your decisions, or try to push your buttons. The majority of the time, she's not looking for a fight. She's trying to see how easily you're shaken and rattled. The truth is, women don't respect men who fall apart at the slightest hint of criticism. When she tests you like this, don't get defensive or emotional. Keep your composure and show her how you're unfazed. Remember, confidence is silent, insecurities are loud. Number 2, the jealousy test. Women will flirt with other guys, bring up an ex, or talk about another man in front of you just to see how you'll react. Yes, it's petty. Yes, it's immature, but they're testing your sense of security. Weak men become insecure and start trying to control the situation, but that's a losing move. A man who truly knows his worth doesn't lose his composure and go crazy when she mentions another guy. He remains calm, cool, and collected because he knows what she's doing and what she's doing it for, so he doesn't give into this trap. You pass this test by showing no jealousy and acting as if you're the only man that matters, which you have to believe you are. Number 3, the I'm fine test. When a woman says, I'm fine, she's testing your emotional intelligence and your ability to read in between the lines. She wants to see if you could pick up on her subtle signals without needing everything spelled out for you. Taking her words at face value is an instant fail. She's looking for a man who knows that I'm fine never actually means that she's fine. Now, a lot of you guys might be saying right now, why doesn't she just say what's on her mind? But the truth is, the majority of women don't operate that way. To pass this test, don't react emotionally or start desperately trying to fix the situation. Keep calm and acknowledge her feelings. A simple, I can tell something's wrong, I'm here when you want to talk, shows you're emotionally stable and aware, but you're not letting her control your mood. The key here is to stay composed, demonstrate that you're aware of her emotional state, but don't let it dictate yours. This shows you're a man who leads, not one who's easily influenced by her emotion. Are you sick of awkward dates? I've got the solution for you. I'm Olivia Alexa, and with over 300,000 YouTube subscribers, I've helped thousands of men find the right woman and change how they approach dating. In my book, Attraction Secrets, I break down the exact tools you need to become irresistibly attractive, so you can stop guessing and start doing what actually works. Because one of the things we can never get back is time. And now's the time to take control of your dating life. Grab your copy of Attraction Secrets today and join thousands of men who've already made that shift. Don't miss out. Become the man women actually want. Click the link below to start your journey to real confidence and attraction. Number 4, the I'm independent test. Some women will flex their independence not because they want to distance themselves, but to see if you'll step up and take control. They'll talk about how busy they are, how self-sufficient they can be, or how they don't need a man to handle things in their life. This is not a sign for you to back off and let her control things. It's her way of testing if you have the capacity to lead, despite her claiming that she doesn't need or want it. Sometimes women flaunt their independence to see if you'll just sit back and let them steer the relationship. If you fall into the trap of letting her call the shots and play the leader because you're afraid of stepping on her toes, you've already failed. What she really wants to know is if you're confident enough to take the reins away. This ties directly into leadership. She needs to know that no matter how strong or independent she is, you can still take charge and make decisions that push the relationship forward. To pass this test, don't pull back when she starts talking about her independence. Instead, assert your leadership with confidence. Make decisions, set plans, and lead the way. You show her that her independence doesn't intimidate you and that you're still the man in control. A man who can balance respecting her independence while confidently taking the lead proves he's someone she can trust to relinquish control and let guide her. Number 5, the boundaries test. Women will push your boundaries just to see how much they can get away with. They might cancel plans last minute, make unreasonable demands, or disrespect you in covert, sometimes overt ways. It's a test to see if you have the balls to stand your ground. A man who allows himself to be walked all over becomes instantly unattractive. You pass this one by setting your boundaries early, and when she tests them, calmly but very firmly reinforce them. You don't have to yell or be angry, just be firm. This shows you're emotionally mature. A woman respects a man who won't tolerate disrespect. Number 6, the attention test. Women will act distant or stop responding to texts to see how desperate you get. The moment you start double texting or chasing her for attention, you've already lost. Women don't want a man who needs constant validation. The trick to passing this test is to mirror her energy. If she pulls away, you pull away. Let her chase you. No matter what women say, there's absolutely nothing wrong with a woman chasing a man. The vast majority of women actually like that because it signals unavailability, which signals scarcity, which signals a higher perceived value. This dynamic keeps you in control and shows that you're not the kind of man who's desperate for anyone's time or approval. Number 7, the support test. Has a woman ever been in the middle of venting to you and said something like, I don't need a solution, I don't need you to figure it out, I just need you to listen? The majority of the time when she comes to you with a problem, she's not looking for a Mr. Fix-It. She's testing for your empathy, your ability to listen and understand without immediately jumping into problem-solving mode. Now, this one is hard for a lot of men because men are natural problem solvers, but women want to see if you're emotionally intelligent enough to just be present, to just listen without rushing into solutions. If the first thing you do is jump to offering solutions, you're missing the point and failing the test. Like it or not, women are emotional beings and they need to feel heard and validated before they're ready to even hear solutions. To pass this test, acknowledge her emotions first. Something simple like, I hear you and I understand why you're frustrated can go a long way. You show that you get it. After she's done venting, then your solutions are needed. This balance is what earns her respect and trust. Number 8, the long-term potential test. Women are always thinking ahead, even when you're just getting started. The long-term potential test is how she gauges whether you're someone who can provide stability, leadership, and growth over time. She's not just looking at what you offer today, but if you have the mindset, the ambition, and qualities that align with the future she envisions for herself. A woman with standards will test if you're a short-term fling or the kind of man who's marathon material. This test comes in 2 subtle ways. First, she'll ask you about your goals, your vision for the future, or where you see yourself in 5-10 years. She's scanning to see if your plans match with hers, but more importantly, if you have a plan at all. Men who live life without purpose fail this test immediately. If you're vague, uncertain, or complacent, she'll see you as a man with no direction. Second, she's testing to see how you handle adversity. A woman's gonna observe how you react to setbacks. Do you quit when things get rough, or do you push through and keep moving forward? Long-term potential is about resilience. If you crumble under pressure, she'll lose interest because that's not the kind of man that she can build a lasting, stable future with. It's about more than money or status. It's about mindset, ambition, and direction. To pass this, you need to prove that you have ambition and that you're working towards something bigger than yourself. This doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out right now, but you do need to show that you're actively working towards improvement, whether it's career growth, personal development, or financial stability. This allows her a chance to get a glimpse into what the future might look like with you. The reality is that these tests never stop. They'll come and go throughout your interactions with women. But if she's a good woman, she's not doing this to break you. She's doing this because she wants to see if you're the kind of man she can build a solid future with. Passing these tests every time boils down to self-respect, emotional control, and unshakable confidence. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.